Fenty, stop taking my money. Honestly, like, we gotta have a talk, because I'm at this point. Welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be on Fenty Beauty's new powder foundations. I have been skeptical about getting this foundation, I'm not gonna lie, because I am not a fan of powder foundations. I shouldn't say I'm not a fan, I just am not someone that gravitates towards them. I don't really get them or use them or try to use them because I just feel like liquid works perfectly fine, but I was like, hey, why not try something new? And powder foundations have been around for a while. It's not like this is something brand new that's never been invented before. I have been kind of trying like all of Fenty's like new products that I've been sleeping on and trying not to spend my coins on, because those are the main reasons why I don't get them, is because I don't want to spend my money on it, because it'd be like, dang, Fenty, like, you're trying to take all my money, all my coins that I worked so hard on to get, and I'm giving it all to you guys. If you want to know my thoughts on the Fenty powder foundation, then keep on watching. Before we get into the video, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure to hit the notification button down below so you're one of the first to know when I upload a new video. And if you're new here, welcome to my channel. I hope that by the end of this video you decide that you want to join the fantasy family. And if you are a returning subscriber, welcome back. How are you? Yeah, how you doing? I'm doing good. How about you? Alright, cool. I'm gonna give you guys a second to go ahead and subscribe if you have not already. If you are always coming back to my channel and you're watching my videos, or you always find yourself just landing here somehow and watching these videos, then just go ahead and just hit the subscribe button. Join the team, join the fam. You feel me, sis? You feel me? Like, let's connect on a different type of level. Okay. You did that? Alright, cool. Let's get into this video. Alright, so this video is gonna be a little bit different than how other videos are when it comes to application process and everything. I wanted my first impressions to also include a clip of me wearing the foundation for a while. When I have the foundation on currently. Let me move a little bit closer so you guys can see. And I'm speechless. I wanted this video to be a little bit different. This curl right here is blowing minds. I don't know what is going on right here, but it is not it. In this video, I don't apply the makeup like on my face, but I will insert a clip from my makeup video that I am going to be uploading tomorrow. On this look here, not so much the lip, I changed the lip a little bit, but on this look here, I'm gonna go ahead and upload that video tomorrow. But I'm gonna insert the clips of me putting on the foundation here, and you guys are gonna be able to see my first reactions to that video here. I'm gonna take some Fenty Pro Filter primer, the Fenty powders. So I got mine in the color 470. In the foundations, I'm a mix of like 450 and 480. I gotta mix it, or sometimes I have 450, 470, and 480, because depending on the seasons, I'm either a mix of 450 and 470 like in the winter time, or I can actually go for 450 by itself. Or in the summertime, depending on my tan, if I go on vacation, I'm more of a 480, but if I'm not on vacation, then 470 with a little bit of 480 is like my summertime color. But for the powders, I felt like the colors were a little off. They weren't the same colors as obviously as the liquids. So I got 470 because I feel like it was the closest one to my skin complexion, and I feel like 480 was too red and 450 was too red and a little bit too light. So let's just hope that this works well. So I already got my base on Fenty, so I'm just gonna go ahead and take the applicator. I do not know if this is actually going to match me, but we're gonna see. God, I never do powder. I never do. I'm gonna take the applicator. I'm so scared. Oh, God damn. Oh my God, this is a little bit too. Oh, I don't even know how to use this stuff, and my nails doesn't help. It's a little darker than I thought it was going to be, but Okay, I think I put a little bit too much right here. Cause baby, this is looking crazy right there. Okay. I'm telling you guys, I do not know how to do powder foundation, but it actually looks kind of good, I think. What do you guys think? I'm just gonna kind of like dab it in. Like, you see this right here? I added too much right there, and I don't know how to blend it out. This looks really good though. Like, on camera, this looks really good. I wasn't expecting this at all. I have not watched a single review on this because I was like, I know I'm late. I'm late with all the Fenty products that came out. But when I use it, I want to have my own unbiased opinion. I feel like it's a little bit too red for me right now. I probably could have went with 450 because how it's transferring onto my skin is not how it looks in the palette. In the packaging, I should say. And something had told me for me to get both the 450 and the 470 because in the foundations I do the same thing, so I should have got both because I feel like it would have worked better for me. This is a lot of work. I thought this was going to be like an easier process, but this is a lot of work. This is a little red, like a lot of red for me. Like, as you guys can see, I'm more of a cool, not a cool, but I'm a neutral tone, and it said that it was neutral, but it's coming off red. It's not coming off neutral. It's coming off more on the red side. This is actually my first time ever wearing a powder foundation, and I'm actually excited to see how it works, like how long it lasts, if my oils, if it blends well with my oils, if it mixes well, I guess I should say. But yeah, I feel like if I do like this, I would definitely go and get the color 450 to see how that works as well. And I can save this for the summertime because this is not my winter color, but it can definitely pass for my summer color 100% because when I tan, I am pretty much this color. So I may actually take this on vacation because I'm going on vacation next week. It got all over my nails, but I'm going on vacation next week, and I feel like powder foundations are perfect for like when you don't want to feel like you have foundation on. Like right now, I do not feel like I have anything on my face. I feel like I just have the moisturizer and stuff that I had on my face. When you are going someplace really hot and you don't want, you know, to put on a ton of foundation or a liquid foundation, I feel like powder foundation works well. And in the summertime, if you don't want to put on a ton of foundation, I feel like powder foundation is perfect because it feels very light onto the skin. And now as like I blended it down to my neck, it's actually not a bad color. It obviously does not match like my chest area, but it's not a bad color. You get what I'm saying? Like, I can work with this with my concealers and stuff. I can easily lighten it. I do feel like I may just use like a brush or something to blend it in. I want to see how it works with a brush. I probably should have blended half of it with a brush to see how it works. But it definitely does give you full coverage because you cannot see, you see a little bit of skin under, but you can't at the same time. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's a very natural finish. I'm not gonna lie, I'm feeling this right now. I'm just gonna take a little bit more and place it right here. Like, I feel like it's buildable coverage. I'm now, instead of like sweeping like I was doing before, I'm kind of just like dabbing it in to get more coverage. And I feel like that's working really well. What is that? I don't know what that is. So far, I am liking this. I'm not gonna lie, I am. I just don't know how it's gonna work with my liquids and stuff. A part of me was thinking like, oh, maybe I should get like a lighter powder foundation and use that as like a concealer, darker one, as you know, and use a full face with just the powder foundations. And I may end up actually going and getting more to just see how it would look like with a full face, because right now I'm really feeling this coverage. I'm really feeling the finish. That's what I should say. And the coverage. I just feel like I'm having like little patches and stuff, like places that I have like natural dips and grooves in my skin. I feel like it packed on a little bit more or applied a little weird in those areas. So I just wish that it was an easier like application for me personally, because I feel like some people do their makeup with sponges all the time. For me, I personally don't like that. I feel like I'll try it with a brush the next time. Okay, so as you can see, I was completely floored. I do feel like the color is a little bit different than the liquid foundations. I feel like it's a little bit more on the redder side than the 470 is in person. I do wish that I actually went with 450 so that I am able to kind of see the two together and see how it works on my skin, because I am, when it comes to Fenty foundations, I buy 3 colors actually: 450, 470, and 480, because in the winter time I can sometimes just wear 450 by itself, or sometimes I have to mix 450 with 470. And in the summertime, if I'm coming from vacation or if I've been to the beach or something, I'm 100% 480 because I'm tanned, or I'll wear 470 by itself or a mix of 470 with 480. But with the powder foundations, it's not as though like you can mix these powders so much. The 470 was a little red. Like, it does not look how it looks here. It came off a little bit darker on my skin tone. I thought that this would have matched me pretty well. But now with like, I just want to show you guys my chest a little bit. You guys can kind of see the foundation here. You can see that it definitely does match my neck, my shoulders, my chest area, not so much, but that's usually how foundations are. My concealer obviously is like kind of distracting you from the foundation, but I'll also once again insert a clip of just my foundation, just the foundation on my face, and you guys can see like it looks completely flawless. One thing that I can definitely say about this foundation is that it does not feel like I have foundation on my face. Like, it does not feel like I have product on my face. Like, I feel like it's my skin. Like, and I don't really have transfer. I feel like it's my skin. I don't feel heavy, cakey, or anything like that. One thing that I wish Fenty had did was just put on a better applicator. For me personally, just because I have nails on, it's kind of hard for me to like apply this. I kind of had to fold it like this and dab it in, and I would 100% suggest for you to dab it rather than rub, because I feel like maybe it's my nails that's not allowing me to really like apply this the way I want to, but I feel like you'll get more coverage if you dab it rather than like rubbing it in. And then for when I was blending out my makeup and stuff excuse me, when I was marrying the two colors together, I basically just dabbed into this foundation and then I just like set my face. Well, not set my face, but I married the concealer and the powder together, and I must say that the two together definitely blended together very well. I also kind of feel like the powder helped the concealer blend into my skin better. Like, the application process was, for some reason, maybe it's because I didn't do makeup for a while, but for some reason the application process just looks so different when I did it with the powder foundation. And Fenty, stop taking my money. Honestly, like, we gotta have a talk, because I'm at this point, we good. Stop taking my money. Stop taking my money. Stop taking my money. Because do y'all see how it's okay? I don't even know my makeup yet, and I know I look crazy, but when I'm looking at my viewfinder right now, what I'm seeing is how my makeup is gonna look at the ending, and I feel like I'm really like, y'all just unlocked a new level of beat. Fenty, we gotta have a talk. I want to know who I gotta thank right now. Like, is it Rihanna? Is it the team? I just want to thank y'all, because I feel like if it wasn't for y'all, the makeup industry would just be dry. And that's not like, bro, like, I ain't get sent this. I'm not on no PR team. I be using my own money to use Fenty products. Some of the products I love, some not so much, but this one right here is giving it. It's giving it. This is, the look is given. The look is given. It's given. I feel like the two colors together is just, It's just blending very, very nicely right now. This is a Juvia's Place small complexion brush. This is their J221 brush. I'm actually gonna, ooh, that creates a little bit of fallout when you're using it with a brush. So I guess that's why they don't have a brush with it. But I'm just gonna take that to kind of like blend these colors right here. Y'all see this? Yeah, I think I like the application better with a brush. I wouldn't really know. I'll have to try it separately with just a brush to see how I feel about it for real. But y'all, all right, Fenty, I see what you're doing. I see what y'all did right there. I see what y'all did. I'm loving this right now. I never thought that I would be somebody who likes a powder foundation. Like, I have powder foundations, but I don't use them as foundation. I use them as like powders, like under my eyes and stuff, because it really does snatch under your eyes. So I'm so happy that I decided to try this, because I feel like I would have been left out. And honestly, this has definitely changed my mind on powder foundations. This is something that I would definitely be wearing a lot. It is a little bit more red and a little bit too dark for my skin when I'm showing chest, but when I'm not showing chest, it matches perfectly. I don't know how it takes photos yet because I haven't taken anything with flash, but I have been wearing this foundation since 7 o'clock. It is now 11:50. Excuse me. So that was 4 hours I've been wearing this foundation, and besides me touching right here up, I have not touched anywhere else up. My forehead, I haven't touched anything, and I have oily skin. So the fact that my skin isn't, I'm starting to develop a little bit of oil right here in the middle part of my face, but that was the area where I placed liquid concealer. But and my nose area too, I'm starting to get a little bit right here around my nose, but it is not as much as I feel like it would be if I was wearing a liquid foundation, because I feel like when the oils mix with the liquid, they kind of start to separate in a sense, and I'm not getting that. And also, I've been talking and smiling for a very long time. I get smile lines. I get really bad smile lines, and I've been talking and smiling this whole entire time, and nothing has settled into my smile lines. And I must say, I feel like it's the foundation that's doing that. I'm honestly like, I don't know, maybe I need to wear it a little bit longer to get a really good idea of it. But from what I've seen so far for the 4 hours, actually it's 11 o'clock, it's about to be 12, it's 11:52. So for the 4 to 5 hours that I've been wearing this foundation, I must say it has been working very well. I don't know how it'll be like in the sun or like summer days or anything like that. So I kind of wanted to come back on here maybe in a couple of days, like when I wear it out for longer than like 4 or 6 hours. But I'm thinking about like when I do my makeup, I'm usually doing my makeup to go out, and when I go out, I'm only out for about like 6 hours. I don't usually wear my makeup like all day, because I feel like by the end of the day I just get tired of wearing my makeup and I want to feel my face. I don't know if I'm gonna feel that same feeling with this makeup, with this powder, because when I put it on, I'm telling you guys, even in the reaction, I know you guys seen it, like I didn't feel like I had makeup on my face. Like it didn't feel like I had makeup on my face, like whatsoever. So I was loving it. I was loving it 100%. So this retails for $36, and yes, it is meant to have a matte finish. I would definitely recommend this for oily skin. If you are someone who has oily skin, I would definitely recommend for you to get this. If you're someone who has dry skin, I do not feel, I shouldn't be an advocate. I'm probably not an advocate for oily skin. For dry skin, because I don't have it. But I don't feel like it will feel drying, because even though I have oily skin, sometimes if I put on a matte foundation that's too matte, I feel like I have no moisture in my face. Like my skin feels kind of tight. I don't feel that feeling. Like when I put this on, it felt like I didn't have anything on my skin. And you can always moisturize under and do all the proper steps that you want to take to give that glow. And you can always add like a highlighter. I added a little bit of highlight, not too much. Always use like highlighter or something like that that can add that extra glow onto your skin. I don't know how it would work with like their cream blushes. If you was to put this on and then put on their cream brush, how their cream blush or contour, their cream contours and stuff, or cream bronzers. I'm not too sure how the two will work together, but if you guys are interested in a video like that, I will definitely make sure to go ahead and do that for you guys. But so far, for first impressions, I am 100% for it. I am loving it right now. It's definitely something that I feel like I'll wear, especially in the summertime. If it's the summer, going on vacation. I'm going on vacation next week, so I'm definitely packing this bad boy. It's easy to travel with, and for $36, honestly, I feel like that's like, you know, a fair price for a powder foundation. And I don't feel like I use that much. Like, maybe I did, but I just don't feel like I did. You know what I mean? Like, compared to like liquid foundation, you can actually see how much you use. I couldn't really tell how much I used, and I felt like because it covered so much of my skin without like having to like dab it and put it on, like, I don't know, like it almost feels like I don't have no makeup on. That's the only way that I can explain it. Like, I feels like I have no, not makeup, but no foundation on my face. And I didn't like use any contour or anything like that. This is just like powder that I used to like differentiate from my bronzer. But I didn't use any contour because I didn't want the shades and the colors to kind of change too much. But the shade is a little bit manipulated because I put on bronzer. This is how she's looking after 6 hours. Why am I saying 6 hours? After 5 hours of wear. And all I really did was just touch up that bottom part. I don't see any oxidation, like how, honestly, besides the fact that like the palette color and the color on the face is not really the exact same thing. It actually comes out darker. You guys can kind of see it here on the little sponge. It comes out darker and redder than it is in the palette. Actually, I'll do a swatch test because this is $4.70. I'll go ahead and show you guys how $4.70 in the liquid foundation looks on my hand, and then how $4.70 powder looks, so you guys can get an idea of how the powder and the liquid compares to the two. Here are the two colors together, and as you guys can see, what I was talking about, $4.70 in the powder foundation is way more red and deeper than $4.70 in the liquid. That is the difference between the two. Yeah, it's definitely a difference between the two, so I knew I wasn't bugging. But yeah, that is my thoughts on the Fenty powder. I hope that this helps somebody when you want to buy these powders. Just keep in mind that the colors, you won't be the same color that you are in your liquid foundation than you are with the powder. I'm not too sure how it is with lighter colors. It may be the complete opposite. Like, you may be darker than lighter, whereas for darker complexions, if you're around the 450s, you actually may be lighter than darker because the formula is different, so the shades and the colors is a bit different. So just keep that in mind when you're going and you're shopping for it. But other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope that it helps somebody out there when you're trying to make a decision whether or not to buy the Fenty powder foundations. I rated an 8 out of 10. It is definitely something that I will be wearing consistently and on a consistent basis, and a foundation that I will be picking up, especially when I'm on vacation and in the summer months. Yeah, if you guys have any comments down below, or feel like you guys have worn the foundation and has done anything different than what mine have done over the past 5 hours that I've been wearing it, please let me know that down below so that I can be more educated on it. I will be doing another video with the foundation. I'm using it with the cream blush and the cream bronzer, just so that I can see how it all works together if I wanted to wear the powder foundation instead of the liquid with the creams, to see how they work. Okay, yeah, don't forget to give this video a big like, a comment down below, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.